Well, yes, first up, let's talk about one of the top gainers on the Nifty 50 index, Hindalco. The stock was off the day's highest point, but despite that, it was gaining nearly 2.5 to 3% on the back of a note that came in from Axis Capital. They believe that Hindalco is well placed both structurally as well as cyclically. They say earnings outlook for Novelis, which is Hindalco's wholly owned subsidiary, is also improving as canned destocking is now over. So on the back of this note that came in from Axis Capital, Hindalco was gaining in trade today. Apart from this, we also had UPL. The stock was surging nearly 4%. Antique, in fact, upgraded the stock to buy from their earlier hold rating. They've given a target price of 750. They believe that challenges for the sector and the company are now tapering off, and hence on the back of this positive note that came in on UPL, this counter was also gaining in trade today. Meanwhile, NBCC, two separate news pieces over here. The stock in fact hit an all-time high today. The company signed an MOU with the government for monetization of non-core assets of Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Ltd, and apart from this, they've also won an order worth about 180 crores from sale. So on the back of these two news pieces, the stock was gaining in trade today. Meanwhile, DB Realty up nearly 8.5% after the board yesterday said that they have allotted 1 crore shares each to Mrs. Rekha, Jhunjhunwala and Rare Investments upon exercise of conversion option. So on the back of this allotment of shares that was done, this counter was also soaring in trade today. Lastly, KPI Green Energy up nearly 4% by the end of today's trading session. They successfully commissioned 7.8 megawatt wind solar hybrid power project for one of its clients. The stock was surging on the back of this news flow that came in.